my boneheads. On today's product review, we're talking about Sitka, and we're doing a 3-in-1. I have to pay him by the hour, so I'm trying to, be a little bit more efficient here. So I think we touched on all three of these products in our preseason video, so I'm going to run through them real quick. First off, these were brand new this year. These are the Sitka Gloves. I'm going to put up the full name and product and link and whatnot on the page or on the video, but these worked great. So I think I mentioned earlier, I hate being cold. When I get cold, my hands are the first to go and it's miserable. So I wanted something I could wear throughout the hunt. I could be grabbing wet, dead ducks. I could be adjusting decoys, things like that. These are waterproof. They held up great. The only thing that you'll notice, they are bulky. So sometimes that trigger finger, I kind of learned throughout the year how to be able to shoot with it, but there were times where I was slipping this off when I'd see birds working. Also, you're not going to be able to do anything on your phone. You're going to have to take this off, put them back on in between doing things on your phone, or if you're adjusting something, if you're running remotes, hitting the GoPro or the Mojo remotes, it's hard to be exact as far as where you're heading. But for just a good solid glove, man, I love these. I would use a different glove in the morning when I was setting up. By the time we'd settle into the blind, and you're sitting there waiting during some downtime, keep your hands warm. I love these things. So Sitka's an interesting brand because I feel like they get a lot of hate from people that, argue that their $200 hoodie's just as good as the $19.99 hoodie at Walmart. And I just don't think that's the case. I think their quality speaks for itself. As soon as I've used one of their products, it's just kind of led into more products because I like how well they work. And like anything, sometimes you get what you pay for. So you pay a little bit more for better quality. The gloves, highly recommend. Next was this base layer. I think this is a mid-weight base layer. Overall, I really liked it. One thing, I do have another base layer by a different company. And what I noticed was I stayed warmer. I would wear both of them. So during a cold weather hunt, when we're talking November, December duck hunts, I wore this as my first base. I had another quarter zip kind of pullover that I'd wear as my second layer. Then I'd have a hoodie. And then if it was really cold, we're gonna get to our fourth product, or our fourth layer, next product here in a minute. But I was warmer when this was up against my skin than when I had a different base layer up against my skin and this over it. So I think that speaks for the quality. You don't get sweaty. It's good at kind of wicking away that moisture on your body. Keeps you nice and warm. It's comfortable. I would say my next purchase is probably going to be a heavyweight base layer if Sitka has one. I haven't even looked. But that's probably the next step I'd go. I'd use this in the early to mid-season. Then when we get into December, January, February, I'd want that heavy layer. And then I'd probably just go a hoodie right over that. So not only would I stay warm, but I'd also cut down a layer that I'm currently wearing. They didn't have the waterfowl or the marsh color I wanted, so I went with whatever this one is, but I like it. Good base layer by Sitka. And then overall, man, I'm putting this on my necessity list for waterfowl. This is their Dakota Hoodie. I love this thing. So this is actually my second duck season wearing these. And this is as heavy as a jacket as I wear through pretty much the entire season. You might see some videos where I'm wearing a white camouflage jacket. That's because there's snow on the ground. I'm more or less trying to match the environment. I'm not doing it for warmth because this is a much better jacket than that one. But this is awesome. The reason I got this a couple of years ago, I was tired of being so bundled up that when I'd go to shoot, it just felt bulky. I love this thing. It's got what I would call like the kangaroo pouch down here at the bottom. And then it's got a chest pocket, which is perfect for a cell phone, keeping your hand warmers, a charger, maybe a snack. You take your earpieces out, put them in there, or even like your headlamp, stuff that in there. I really like it. It's windproof, so not real bulky, but it keeps you warm because that wind's not cutting into you. I haven't really worn it much as far as like in rain. I did wear it during snow, had no problem. I guess that'd be the only thing is in the rain. How does it hold up? But this thing, I think is a necessity. If you can get it, or if you want it, you want to spend the money on it, I think it's well worth it. This is 2 seasons I've worn it, and it looks still pretty much brand new to me. My buddy Justin, another bonehead, he added one of these to his wardrobe this year. I think he loved it. He wore it a bunch throughout the year. You don't wear it when you're setting up because you're going to get too hot. But once you get in the blind, you cool down, start to get a little chilly, you slip this on, and you're good to go. So especially in this little pouch, the kangaroo pouch, man, it's nice. That heavy wool just keeps your hands warm. Again, can't say enough about it. You can tell I'm slowly getting more and more into the Sitka gear. I'm a believer, gloves, base layer. the Dakota Hoodie, they all get a thumbs up, and I'd recommend from Bonehead Waterfowl.